at the end of the day, I want to clarify some
Stop
things.
the coke, nigga. It's fucking up your voice.
I want to clarify some things. I don't do cocaine. I would do a live drug test.
What do you do?
I will do a
What do you
live
do?
drug test.
What do you do?
I drink and I smoke weed, and so has the majority of this room.
What kind of example are you for the younger generation watching this? Talking about you drinking, you smoke weed.
Weed is legal,
making
bro.
that cool.
Bro,
The younger generation look up to us. What are you talking about? Why are you
Weed's
trying to
fire.
publicize you drink whatever you do behind closed doors?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Wow. I mean, all I can say is wow. Anyhow, welcome back to the Hangout Spot, where you already know it's Real Talk Sports Talk, live from my man cave. It's your boy Johnny. And I wasn't gonna do a video today, but I had to come out at least for a few minutes and kind of talk about today's press conference. And like you saw, I mean, this was totally out of control. I mean, it really was. And I've seen a lot of press conferences in my day, and I know that some of them tend to get a little crazy. The fighters tend to go at it. Some of them go to blows. I mean, you never know what you're going to expect at a press conference. But what I saw today was something that, in my opinion, I don't see how this fight doesn't get canceled. I really don't. And trust me when I tell you, I was thinking about flying out to New York City to check out this fight live. But I don't know if I want to take the chance, because Ryan Garcia, man, something definitely isn't right with this kid. I mean, to openly admit in a press conference that you don't do cocaine, because that's been the rumor, right? That's what a lot of people have been thinking, especially in the last few days. I mean, his voice has changed. It's a lot more hoarse. He's saying it's because of promotion, which personally I haven't seen him yell and scream at any point in the last week and a half or whatever it's been. Devin Haney has alluded to that after the press conference on Tuesday when he was interviewed. He told reporters that he thought Ryan Garcia was drunk as a skunk. And then today, what I saw, openly admits that he doesn't do cocaine, but he drinks and he smokes weed. And listen, what a fighter does behind closed doors is totally their business. But when you are preparing for probably the biggest fight of his career, because even though he may downplay it, it is. I think it's bigger than the Tank fight only because there's a title on the line. When you openly admit that right before a fight of this magnitude, a fight that you're trying to sell, right? This is going to be a pay-per-view fight, that you basically drink and smoke weed and all this other stuff, and then you go up there and you look very unstable. I mean, to me, personally, he looked like he was either drunk or high. And you come to a press conference like that, that to me is just totally insane. I know Ryan Garcia has had mental issues in the past. So, he's a young guy. He's 25 years old. He said it himself in the press conference. He's made over $100 million. I mean, it feels like he has the weight of the world on his shoulders. He should not be fighting right now. I seriously think that Ryan Garcia needs to seek help. There is seriously something wrong with him. The things that he said the last week, there's some things that he's posted. He's posted himself, smoking weed. He's since taken that down. There was another post that I saw somewhere on IG about a girl that he's dating now. And, it was just all over the place. I read it and I was like, what the hell is going on with Ryan? The comments on it were insane. There were even professional fighters that were commenting on it. Like, what is up with Ryan? And then you're supposed to be getting ready to fight Devin Haney, who's one of the best fighters in the world, pound for pound. And what Devin Haney said was right in the press conference. I mean, this is how you act. I mean, there are children, there are people that look up to Ryan Garcia. I mean, this is a fight that's going to be televised worldwide. Has potential to do way over 1 million pay-per-view buys. And this is how you come to a press conference? And again, there is something seriously wrong with him. And, you got Oscar De La Hoya standing behind him, like laughing it up and all this other stuff. I mean, he should know first and foremost what it's like to have, an addiction. It looks like Ryan Garcia is addicted to something. And it might be because of all the mental issues he's going through. You got to pull him out of this fight, man. There's no way that he should be fighting this fight. There's no way. And if he does go on with it because of the money and the magnitude, he's going to get seriously hurt. He's fighting Devin Haney, and Devin Haney is no joke. He's one of the best fighters in the world, and he's coming for the kill. And he knows he has an opponent that's mentally vulnerable, and he's going to take full advantage of that. He even mentioned it. He even mentioned it a couple of times in the press conference, asking Ryan Garcia, are you going to show up? Are you going to show up? And it appears that they have Arnold Barboza on standby just in case Ryan Garcia pulls out of this fight for whatever reason. You know, they might just be able to plug him right in and keep the event going. And that's another reason why I don't want to buy a ticket, because it's going to be expensive, and I don't want to see Devin Haney fight Arnold Barboza. I mean, Barboza's a good fighter, don't get me wrong, but again, this is, you know, the Ryan Haney is what the world is looking forward to, but I don't see it happening. I have a strong feeling, a gut feeling that at some point in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, whatever it is, they're going to pull Ryan out of there because he's not mentally right, or either that or he's going to get hurt in sparring or something like that, and they're going to have to pull him out for that. But I wouldn't be surprised if they pull him out and say that he's going to rehab to get himself right. Again, this is an issue that he's had in the past, and you can't mess around with these mental health issues, man. They are no joke. If you go in there in a boxing ring and you're not 100% mentally focused, I mean, that's the most important part of a prize fight, of any fight. Going in there against another guy, risking your life, is you have to have your mental capacities in order, and he just doesn't have it. He didn't have it today, and unless he can turn it on and off and train, you know, until April and show up as a different person. I haven't seen it. I've seen a Ryan Garcia the past week that has been totally different, out of character, cursing, screaming it up. I mean, you know, 1 second he's talking about the Lord, the next second he's cursing it up, and then the families went at it today, and they're calling Bill Haney a pimp and a nappy head, and Bill Haney saying stuff about Ryan Garcia's father's toupee. I mean, and the mother screaming, you know, in the audience, and it was just an absolute disgrace. It really was. It was like WWE. And again, I know things happen at a press conference. I'm not taking it for face value, but what I saw today, I just needed to come out and say, this fight, in all due reality, although I would love to see it, I think if both men were stable and they were at their peak, this could be a good fight. It really good. It really could be a good fight. They both have history. They're 3-3 in the amateurs. This would be the perfect scenario for them to be able to go on a professional level, make a ton of money, and break the tie. But after what I saw today, I'm really not interested in seeing it. Ryan Garcia, if you're listening to this, go and get yourself some help, man. It's obvious. It's obvious that you need help. Don't take this fight. Don't get hurt. You know, trying to make, you know, all this money. I mean, your life is more important. Get yourself fixed and then come back and maybe these guys can, you know, have an opportunity to do it down the road. But anyhow, I just wanted to come out here and share my thoughts because what I saw today was just totally disastrous. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And as always, if you're new to watching, please subscribe. This is how we do it up in the Hangout Spot. You want to be along for the ride. But as always, it's your boy Johnny signing out from the Hangout Spot, and I'll talk to everybody soon.